Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Hek'ma Harrison, and Newy Scruggs.
Happy holidays. You are in the Players Lounge on Christmas Eve. And of course, Jesse Holley dressed for the occasion. I'm not. I'm Newy Scruggs. He's Jesse Holley, former Cowboys football player. He is Hek'ma Harrison right here. He is a high school voice extraordinaire, college extraordinaire, doing G League basketball,
yes.
Man. I got to get out to a game.
What?
I got to get out to a game.
I've not been. I threw popcorn on him.
Hey.
Did you?
Yeah, he turned it.
Shocker.
No. So let me tell you. So let me tell you. Let me tell you.
You that guy.
Yeah. I'm 100%. So he and Kyle Yeoman, they're doing the game, and I call his name first. So I'm trying to get their attention, but of course, the headphones are on and it's a little bit of a crowd, and so he's not answering. So I'm like, I don't want to be the guy that later on they'd be like, damn, bro, you came to the game, you ain't holler at me, you ain't say nothing, said Fred, cat, dog, nothing. So I'm trying to get his attention, and I can't. So I had popcorn. So I start pelting him in the back of the head with popcorn. And he turned around with the...
Don't do this.
What did Chris...
Don't do it.
The Lank?
Don't do that, man.
Was it Lank? What did he say? What said that your boy? What did he say? Let a real naysayer know.
Let a naysayer know.
Let a naysayer. He turned around with that naysayer. What? Like he turned around and he was looking like whatever job I was doing today, I was getting ready to lose.
Oh man!
And when he turned around and he saw it was me, he goes, "Hey, dog, don't do that." But he turned around like, I'm getting ready to turn this mother out.
Let me make you feel good about that.
Okay, man.
Okay, let me make you feel good about it. So,
Am I lying?
Come
No,
on,
am I lying?
No, you're not.
Stop me when I'm lying.
Yeah.
Stop me when I'm lying that you didn't turn around with the... I'm about to bust somebody up in the stands. Whoever threw popcorn at me, what Cedric Entertainer said. We live by the wish factor.
No.
We wish
That was that day.
We wish you would.
That was that day.
Yeah, he turned around like, I wish him love.
Don't do me like that, man. I'm a nice guy. Please holler at me when you see.
I go out to the Ranger games, and Mark McLemore over there doing his stuff. And one of my favorite things to do to black men in broadcasting when they're on set and they're trying to concentrate. And I did it to Mark. Hey, boy!
Oh.
You talking about it, brother? Stop it.
Hey, dog, wait a minute, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Man.
You gotta stop. That you gotta
stop doing that.
That you gotta stop.
That goes beyond popcorn.
Works every time.
You get attention every time.
You thought the popcorn was something.
Now, can I tell you here's where I got the story. Okay. And how I came to start doing that is it was Everson Walls being inducted into the Black Sports Texas Hall of Fame. And so he had Michael Downs, and they were talking about it, and he's like, this story is called Hey Boy. And they talked about when Everson was a free agent with the Cowboys.
Okay.
And Michael Downs with the team, Dennis Thurman is here. I just had lunch with Dennis Thurman. And somebody caught a ball on Everson in training camp, and I guess he kind of stopped running. Gene Stallings is the defensive coordinator, and he yells out, "Hey, boy, you don't stop running." So
I know Everson.
Oh my God!
Stops.
I know Everson was hot.
Everson Walls from Grambling State University.
Thank you, Dallas.
There you go.
So he just turns around and stops. boy, you don't stop running.
Yeah, I know Everson was hot.
So Michael
Nah,
Downs.
that was different.
So Downs said, man, we took bets. He getting cut.
Yeah, he up out of here.
He getting cut.
Yeah.
He's getting cut.
Oh my God.
He done slowed down. He got attitude. He's gone. And lo and behold, we all know not only did Everson make the team, Everson makes the team and, leads the league in picks. And so, man, I was just dying laughing. Cause,
You got to stop doing that, man. You got to stop doing guys like that, man. That's dangerous.
The story, hey, boy.
Yeah, man.
You're going to get somebody hurt.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey,
get
man.
somebody hurt.
You living dangerous, boy.
You're going to get somebody hurt.
Berkner High School. I said, out of Berkner High School, Everson Walls. My bad. That's crazy.
Home
I'm glad you do me like that.
to leave.
Yeah.
So, you say Jesse, you pushed it, but I just jumped over.
That's
over it.
I told the line. You said the hell with it. You said,
What line?
Yeah, what?
Watch this. Hold my drink.
Oh, watching Macklemore just turn around like that.
No, man.
That'll definitely don't do
Because
that.
it was a turnaround. Like, I'm gonna make sure I lock eyes with you. Because I'm gonna make sure I know who you are.
Because as soon as it goes
Yeah.
to this commercial break, it's
Yeah.
you and I. You and I gonna have a conversation, and it might be some furniture moving.
And of course, I just laugh. And then at that point, he's like, first is to look at this guy like,
You just make sure nobody's around you when you
That's
do
how
that.
he lit me. I'm telling you. He turned around. Heck turned around and was like, "Oh, I'm going in these stands." He was ready to go full
God.
Detroit Pistons, Indiana Pacers, Ron
Malice
Artest.
in the Palace.
He was ready. He was ready to go. And I looked. He looked at me. He said, "Hey, come on, dog. Don't do that, man. And don't do that." I just gave him a hug. I said, "I was trying to call you, man."
are you calling any holiday games at all? You're gonna have this time off. We're gonna do.
I'm back at I'm calling on Saturday. I got games on Saturday. I don't have anything between now and then. Saturday and Sunday. I'm booked and busy, bro.
Basketball?
Yeah, basketball. I got G League basketball on Saturday and in Tarleton for a doubleheader, men's and women's on
Tarleton
Sunday.
State.
Billy Gillespie.
Yeah, he is. You talk about it. That guy right there. He is serious business, man. he is a character. He is somebody.
What did Billy do? Because what did he do? Did he get himself in some trouble? Okay.
That's debatable.
So here's this is just my personal Billy Gillespie.
We can talk
got
about it
nothing
off
to do
air.
with
We
Cal-
gotta talk about it.
But no, just so he was at A&M and winning. But he wanted the Kentucky job. So he goes and takes a Kentucky job and just doesn't work out. Doesn't fit. You know, as a guy who played North Carolina, there's certain folks in place you got to go fit. There was some kind of like basketball breakfast that, going back to Rupp, every coach there does. Rupp did it. Joby Hall did it. Eddie Sutton did it. Patino, Tubby Smith. He like, I ain't doing it. Hey, bro. Everybody since Rupp's been doing this, and we talking about dudes who've won championship, that you should probably do no. And then, of course, they run him out of there. And I just always think about, you were at A&M, man. They were happy with you.
Yeah, loved him. Loved him.
You're the football school.
guy,
To me,
man.
it's like, I think Rick Barnes is the smartest basketball coach that I've seen in a long time. Rick Barnes has coached at football schools. Clemson, Texas,
yeah.
now Tennessee. Hey, man, leave me alone. Just come see me in March.
Yeah.
We'll be in the tournament.
Right.
Oh, now you're here. And just making
Hey, smart enough to stay out of the way too.
Right, just
Rick
making
Barnes for
money.
years.
Right, just making money. Hey, school, we're in a tournament, we're making cash, good stuff. But and that's what I think about. Billy Gillespie could still be coaching A&M today had he just stayed there. And I know it's Kentucky, all that. Man, you just keep on stacking those chips you have to get, and it's not like you're not going to get paid.
That's right.
It's not like they're not going to pay you. They're going to pay you. Meanwhile, now Buzz Williams got him. Buzz getting paid, and go to tournament. It's all good. Let's talk about them Cowboys.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
The owner, Gerald Wayne Jones, on Friday does his radio show on 105.3 The Fan, and he said they've had discussions, he and head coach Mike McCarthy, about the future.
Come on. Mike from Pittsburgh. Now we left yesterday, and y'all had me right up against the ropes. I was taking blows. Y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Rumble in the jungle?
I was.
Rumble in the jungle?
I went and sat in the car. For about 30 minutes playing some Sade.
Oh, really? You like Sade?
This is no ordinary love.
I hate Sade.
Really?
I do.
Are you serious?
I hate Sade, bro.
You are definitely in the minority.
You are always. That is a
I
conversation
don't get
piece
it.
from hell.
That's just like, this little thing they put out there. you know.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Anyway.
I don't get it.
You don't get what?
I don't get shot at. I don't get it.
Oh man, Sweetest Taboo,
dude. I heard her like for 20 years in the morning nonstop. I was like, I don't get it. I've heard these songs for like 20. I just never got. I don't get it.
Okay, so look, yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, that's wow. So I'm sitting there. Sade's playing.
Said it.
Potato. Listen, brother.
I'm trying to figure out. When you guys were talking yesterday about, we got into the Mike McCarthy conversation, and I thought it was a no-brainer when I asked the question about, did that win give him some goodwill? And the emphatic, you didn't say hell no, but the look of hell no on your face and the expression afterwards, and then the way that you put it, and then we got into the realm of, would you trade pieces for another head coach? And I was taken aback. I was taken aback because I don't understand it. And I get it. A lot of times, sports takes a turn. I'm just standing on business when it comes down to the guy that's been coaching this team for the last 5 years and the job that he did in those 12-5 seasons. Did he win a big job? And I think your overarching thing was he was brought here for a reason. And that reason was to take this team to an NFC championship. You stop short of a Super Bowl, but at least to the NFC championship. So that's 3 playoff wins. Mm-hmm. That's 3 playoff wins, and he hasn't gotten there yet. And what's confusing to me is there used to be a time where you would at least say that a coach is on the doorstep. I've never gotten that with Mike. No one has ever said, like, the Cowboys are it seems like after every playoff loss, or even when you win, when you beat Tampa, no one has ever said the Cowboys are close under Mike McCarthy. And that's confusing to me. And now that it's being said that maybe he will come back, the people being confused by that, that's another thing that just I sit back and say, what has this guy done to piss off so many people that when owner Jerry Jones makes a statement like that, people are just like, here we go again, a little bit of the same with a coach that's had success.
All right, before you go, just make it real quick. Mike McCarthy is dying for other people's sins as well. You're just the guy in front now. You have your own issues, but the past failures, you carrying that too on the back for what other people didn't do. Go.
Every August, every team, 32 teams, they enter training camp with one goal and one goal in mind: hoist the Lombardi. 31 of them fail every single year. Okay? For almost 30 years, no matter what coach you've put in line, they have come up short. The Cowboys have a total of 4 playoff wins since '96? Something like that? 4 and 12?
Mike's got one. Jason's got 1, 2. Wade got 1.
So total of 4 playoff wins, and we're talking about over 2 decades. Yeah?
Yeah.
When line 1, when you take a head coaching job, is to get us there. You had resources, which resulted in really good regular seasons. But we've been there. We've done that. What I am looking for now is, what do you have after 4 or 5 years that you can show me that gets us over the hump?
Okay.
I don't care about these meaningless wins at the end of the season that you're like, don't forget. Do not forget. You can go and beat Tampa. You can go and beat Philly.
You lost to New Orleans. You lost to Detroit.
At the end of the day, you have been mathematically eliminated.
Right.
Okay? And I get you can put the injuries in front. They were losing when they had healthy guys. They were losing when they had Micah. And they were losing when they had Dak. They were losing when they had Demo and Tank. And they were losing then too.
Okay.
I don't know how long of a sample you need to see, or how long of a product do you need to see that says, what more I'm going to have to give you so much more to overcome your good. And I don't want to beat a dead horse and be redundant, but Mike's good. You got to beat the greats in order to get to the Lombardi. And you've yet to show me anything in your bag, whether that bag is a Goyard, a Louis, a Gucci, a Fendi, damn a JanSport, that can propel us to get over and past the greats.
And so yesterday when we were talking about this, Jesse, we spoke about what did the general manager give the head coach this year that should tell you, oh, wow, I should have a whole lot more. They've had an issue in the playoffs for 3 straight years now because they can't stop the run and they can't run the ball. General manager do anything to fix it on either side of the football. So that's there. I am consistently saying, and this is in all sports really, if you want to fire a guy, tell me who's coming in. For years, I watched teams get rid of Marty Schottenheimer because, Schotty never went to Super Bowl. Okay, never went to Super Bowl. Won a lot of games, but couldn't get to Super Bowl. People get mad. Cleveland, done. Brought in Bud Carson. Cleveland never did nothing. Go out to Kansas City. You know what? Marty can't get it done. They fired Marty. Wandered in the desert until Andy Reid came there. Washington went 8-8 under Daniel Snyder with a whole lot of bad stuff. Got rid of Marty. Then I think they brought Steve Spurrier. We saw where that went after that. Then Chargers 14-2. Oh, not good enough here, man. Go get rid of Marty. Then they brought in I think Uncle Wade. And yeah. So the whole time, wasn't good enough, but Marty was always competing, had you there. Hey, man, I just don't know if Jerry can get rid of Mike McCarthy, he don't end up with the whole Marty Schottenheimer syndrome. But what are you really going to go do? Your better options were last year, heck.
True. You should have, if you were going to do it, you should have done it after the Green Bay game.
Harbaugh, they're waving at everybody for 2 years. Pick me, because he didn't see it coming. Pick me. Didn't see it coming.
Right.
Didn't do it. Belichick, out there, eating a Chick-fil-A or whatever?
Right.
In drive-through trying to get a job.
Chicken nuggets.
Dipping Chick-fil-A sauce.
He got a little tenderoni. That's what he's snacking on.
Begging Arthur Blank for a job out here, man. Please. Yeah. Out here doing interviews after interviews. Like he didn't go beat Arthur Blank in the Super Bowl. Right. But dude, it's...
So, but see, you, and I'm not. This is not you, but you have this spirit of almost settling, like you've come to a point where you're saying, well, man, like that's how it feels. It feels as if.
What limits this conversation is we can't talk about the other names, all right? And so realize I step away from that, yes. Okay, because we can't do that. But I look at whoever you're going to bring in, and you as a former NFL player, you know that if a new coach comes in, he's going to want to recalibrate the roster. He's going to want to get rid of guys, and obviously when you brought Mike McCarthy in, you were not in those situations as far as contracts with guys like Dak, guys, CD, any of those guys were not even on the roster. I'm talking about CD. As far as he's concerned, how do you bring in a guy that's going to be making those changes with it already being with your contracts, the bevy of your contracts already out there. You're already up against the cap. You know what you have to do. You have to get guys in the draft. Right now, you're setting it up for your draft to be this year's draft. Whoever you get that first, second, third, and we don't have a fourth, but fifth, sixth, and seventh, are going to have to be guys that are ready to play right now. Why is that? Because you're already paying guys, and you got other guys that you have to give the bag to in that Goyard, JanSport, Louis, or whatever it is, and you're asking another coach to come in here and deal with those same set of circumstances because who's your running back going into next year? Those are still going to be questions that you're going to have to answer.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Heck.
Jesse, I want you to hold that thought.
Okay. Well,
hold that thought.
Stop.
Hold it. The rebuttal, the comeback, the tease. Yeah. Jesse Holley is going to continue to tell us why Michael from Pittsburgh probably be something
that's the extension.
I'm about to say, hey, that was a good timing. That's a good timing. Breaking news. Let's see what the breaking news is.
Black Adam Schefter here. Coming up next, Jesse Holley. He's Hek'ma Harris. I'm Newy and Hek'ma. Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on Christmas Eve right here on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/cowboys to get started.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the playmaker at getjackblack.com/cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Are you the 2024 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year? The Dallas Cowboys and Captain Morgan are celebrating extraordinary, inspiring, and original fans. Nominate yourself or the biggest Cowboys fan you know for a chance to be named the 2024 Fan of the Year and win prizes, including a trip to Super Bowl 59. Visit DallasCowboys.com/Fan of the Year. Go Cowboys! Back to the Players Lounge.
Cowboy Nation, Amanda Foster has been named your 2024 Dallas Cowboy Fan of the Year, presented by Captain Morgan, for her dedication to the team and spicing up the game. Vote for Amanda to be named the ultimate NFL Fan of the Year at NFL.com/Fan of the Year.
Hek'ma Harrison.
In here.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much. He is Jesse Holley, former Dallas Cowboy wide receiver. I'm Newy.
It's always good to see Jesse, man.
Jesse is
a dude.
Jesse would be one of those leading the posse to tell Mike McCarthy, thank you very much, and making it a parade. We appreciate your efforts. We wish you well in your future endeavors, because Jesse is holding on to justice. When you get what you deserve, brought in here to take the Cowboys further than Jason Garrett, that hasn't happened. So in Jesse's mind, in Jesse's world, you know what? You're going to get your justice. You didn't get it done. Thank you very much. You didn't live up to what we want. That's Jesse. We over here providing grace and mercy.
That's black and white, though. That's black. If we can pull up the tapes, context is black and white context as well. When we were in a head football search, I was standing on the table, literally, for Mike McCarthy.
Okay.
Because I believed what Jerry and them believed. Oh, this is a guy who understands what it takes to get the team over the hump. And I am a believer in pedigree. I really am. I believe in pedigree. Yeah. I do. That's why we should have TJ Watt here. But anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Sidebar.
And so this is a complete 180 for me. January 8th, I was here when the plane landed. I still got video in my phone of the plane landing and Mike McCarthy getting off the plane, the helicopter landing, and Mike McCarthy getting off the helicopter. And I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so now when I watch these things, and we're talking about, the conversation is, you're talking about budget and cap and players and all these other things. And I am not naive to the fact that the Cowboys don't really go all in. But I'm also a realist in knowing some pretty good talent here.
Yeah.
Some pretty good talent here. Your quarterback was in the MVP running. Your wide receiver is top 2, top 3.
Second team All-Pro, led the league in touchdown passes.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I've been here when you had You had Tyron and you had Fredericks and you had Mark. Like I've been here for a while.
Yeah.
These grades ain't. I've been here.
But what does that have to do with Mozzie not living up to his draft status, bringing in a rookie that doesn't play up to his draft status, not being able to get in a wide receiver to match with CeeDee Lamb, not having a linebacker to be able to step up and stop the run? What are those things? Like when you and aside from the injuries, but the talent not living up to guys' draft status is not living up either. You place those things on Mike when you can go back to games and see where your defensive coordinator, whatever was going on with him the night before the Green Bay game, he came in with the wrong scheme. He got you burned. Now I'm telling you, the offensively, whether Dak started slow or whatever it is, the other points about this team, the talent on this team, what does that have to do with Mike? Because Mike isn't the one that's going. He's dealing with what he has. We know what kind of control Mike has. If you're placing those things on him, and you know that you need a talented roster to be able to compete when you go from good to great, as you're talking about, did he have that?
This year, no. And that's the part I want people to understand where I'm coming from. I'm not just talking about the 2024 season. I'm talking about the years leading up to that, where you had the league, you had a defense that led the league in sacks or led the league in turnovers. You had it when you had 8, 9 Pro Bowls on this team, both offensively and defensively collective.
So based on that, where were you after the Packer loss?
I knew it was over.
Okay.
I knew it was over then. And the reason why I knew it was over, because I said everyone else, because every year, everyone else is getting better.
Okay.
Everyone else, I knew, we already knew what the Niners were, right? At that time, we knew what the Niners were, right? We knew Philly. We knew that was going to be a consistent battle with us. We saw in that year, the Motor City Madmen, they putting this thing together. We knew, okay, well, is Minnesota, is that a fluke? Is Minnesota kind of? We knew that everyone was getting better, and the coaches that was coaching them were more up to date in what the current NFL needs and should have. And so for me, I start looking around. And I'm going, oh, we can't compete with that. We can't compete with those dogs next year because they're the steps that we should have been taking. They took.
So was the 49ers more talented than us in those 2 playoff wins? The 2 playoff losses for us?
Second time for sure.
Yeah.
Second time for sure. The first time, no.
But they had the advantage on the sideline. And that's the point I keep getting back to. And so when you ask me about having the replacements or having other guys in here, when I sit every single week and I do multiple shows, and I watch a lot of film.
You're in good company.
And I start looking at this stuff, and I'm you watch a game and you got to go watch Detroit. Mm-hmm. You prepare for Detroit. You like,
different speed.
What Kendrick Lamar say? They not like us.
No, different.
They not. When you go and watch Green Bay, when you're watching these other teams, when you go and watch, you're prepping for one team, but you just so happen to watch the other team offense. You like, wait. They not like, we don't look like that. And they take guys. San Francisco took a 4th-round running back, damn near made him a 1,000-yard rusher in Isaac, I forget his last name. But then they had Jordan Mason. I watched Kyron Williams is another guy with the Rams. I mean, I watch these players and I watch the coaches be able to take whatever ingredients you give me. You give me the Puka Nakuas of the world, and I turn him into one of the best receivers in the league.
So for 2 years, from a strategic standpoint, okay, for the past 2 off seasons, there were potential candidates that could do what you're talking about when you talk, because you feel like they're not but you feel like they're not having a schematic advantage.
We don't.
So Sean Payton was available, and there were rumors Sean Payton was like, hey.
Yeah. Still live here. My house is up the street.
So they didn't make the move because Mike went 12-5. They didn't make the move. Then he goes to the Broncos. And then last year, okay, get embarrassed at home. You had 2 other candidates we spoke about. You had a Harbaugh. You had a Belichick. You chose not to do it. your strategy was nope, 12-5. We're going to go back and run it again. Now you're sitting here with the potential of a losing, of having a losing season because you're 7-8 right now, two to go. Those opportunities to try to hit the upgrade button, as girl Beyonce said, let me upgrade you. I don't really think there's an upgrade that people would feel comfortable with that would get the fan base and say, yeah. Not saying bringing Mike back is going to get the fan base again, juiced up again too. The strategy is a little off, man. This is that old story where they say how Netflix begged Blockbuster to buy them,
right?
And they said no.
Then they said,
you kind of, you kind of sitting here in the Blockbuster Netflix moment here. Because I don't know if you don't want him back, Jesse, where do you really go? Where Ben Johnson ain't coming here based on
because you don't want to.
Well,
because you now here's where I wholeheartedly agree with both of you on the GM side of things, because I'm old enough and my memory's good enough to remember you telling me about the check that you would write to get you to a Super Bowl. Sure. I'm old enough to remember that. My memories. Sure. CTE ain't jumped on me yet. I'm old enough to recollect.
You said it for 15 years.
So that part I wholeheartedly agree with you, and I guess my hope is that you take the gamble, and you say, you know what, I've been doing it for this long, for so long, and it ain't worked for me. And I had to take a gamble. The last time that I got success, I took a gamble on a college coach.
Yeah.
And I granted, the circumstances were different. You're bleeding money. You're looking for a way to change this thing immediately. You didn't have a salary cap. I get it. I understand all of those things.
Can I add to that, Jesse? He didn't just hire any college coach. He hired one of the best coaches.
Who just won national championship.
Right. A guy that had, and for the reaction from even the fan base when they hired Switzer was like this guy is a proven winner. Everybody knows who he is.
So I'm hoping that eventually this cycle gets back to. That's my hope.
Yeah. My question for both of them. Neither one of us are there at this age, but how many 81-year-old people out here take risks versus 81-year-old people are saying, this is what I know, and this is what I feel comfortable with, and this is what I built. How many 81-year-olds? I mean, Warren Buffett is at that age. Warren Buffett ain't really taking a whole lot of chances on stuff. You're kind of set in your ways at that point in time. It's kind of like when you're young, you listen to whatever the new music is because you're trying to listen to new stuff. But now, you get in your car, you're like, hey, man, this is my
right,
man.
Right.
This is what we listen to.
Right. Everything with Sade.
Yep.
I got you. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. Turn it on.
No.
But see, okay, now, ooh.
You got one?
Yeah.
Wait.
No.
Wait.
No, I gotta say this because it won't work well. It won't work well after the break. But
all right, what?
You don't like Sade. But if that with them thighs and them pretty feet get in the car and she goes, oh, Sade just does something to me.
Me too.
You gonna go, sweetest taboo. Even though you don't like it, and even though it's not in your,
to the wrong guy.
No, and even though you don't like it, and even though you
call Tony Braxton
another sad love song, no, and even though you don't
call
like
Beyonce,
it,
get the upgrade.
No, if
Crazy in Love,
if that thing sitting in the passenger seat riding shotgun. and she got on that red dress, and she put on those high heels.
This is an old school young guy
with some of that sweet perfume.
We get this on the Players
sure
Lounge.
Look good
I can play
that
new edition.
Tonight is gonna be a special night. You gonna play that Sade? You gonna play that Sade?
It's not your looks.
You gonna play that Sade?
It's not your style.
You gonna play that Sade?
It's not the way
you might
that
hate
you
it when you get out, but you gonna for that moment. And she tell you Sade, she go, that Sade just does something to me.
Oh my God.
You gonna be
Jesse, don't get us out of here, man.
Like I said, he hit me with Johnny Gill. I hit you the other one Johnny Gill was on. Not my kind of girl for New Edition. Jesse Holley, he is Hek'ma Harris on New Scrubs. Players Lounge brought to you
These
by
guys had a sing-off.
Aristocrat Gaming.
Play it loud, baby.
We all get on the gong show with that. This is DallasCowboys.com.
Wow.
Hey, Danny McCray here for Smoothie King. You know every great workout deserves a great reward. So treat yourself right with new coconut smoothie bowls. Made with real fruit, crunchy, purely Elizabeth granola, creamy coconut, and topped with the chocolate hazelnut or honey drizzle. With 2 new flavors, it's perfect for you and the workout buddy. So you both can stay on track even after you leave the track. Scoop up new coconut smoothie bowls only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey y'all, Matt Pittman of Meat Church here. With football season kicking off, I'm already gearing up to bring the smoker back to AT&T Stadium for some epic tailgates. But with that Texas heat, it's crucial to keep my beer hand cramping cold. That's where Yeti's insulated Colster can cooler comes in clutch. This year, you can even get them with the iconic star engraved on the side. Licensed Yeti Cowboys gear is now available at Stadium Pro Shops, concessions, and on Yeti.com. Check it out today. Yeti, official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2024 NFL season, Boss teamed up with the Cowboys and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection. The Boss Cowboys collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Arriving just in time for the start of the season, the distinctive attire from the latest Boss Cowboys expansion offers sports aficionados and true bosses the chance to show their team spirit and style. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, HugoBoss.com, and Boss retail stores. # be your own boss.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1. Any broadcast without the express addition of cooked-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12. No crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable Cane's sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31. Anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Cane's rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
The Walter Payton Man of the Year Award presented by Nationwide recognizes players who do so much more, both on the field and in the community. Help Dallas Cowboy nominee Zach Martin raise funds for the National Medal of Honor Museum Foundation by casting your charity challenge. Vote on NFL.com/Man of the Year or tweet your support using the hashtag WPMOY challenge. Voting ends on January the 6th. Vote for Zach.
Thank you, Hek'ma Harrison.
You guys, man, I didn't know I needed a karaoke machine in here. I know
If
who
y'all
to turn
want
the
to
party
know
out
what
with.
the locker room sound
Yeah.
like, this the Players Lounge. That's how we talk in the locker room. That's how we talk. That's how it go
We're going to
down.
have to figure out what's going on with this Sade thing.
He is Hek'ma Harrison. Jesse Holley, I'm Newy and Hek'ma. Look, it's just
It's cool.
what
It's cool.
So I've told people before, man. I would be a failed A&R executive. Okay, I can't call them. Okay, I just can't. And I also understand. I know I'm the outlier. Okay, people love U2. I don't want to. I'm not into U2. Rolling Stones. Though people love the Rolling Stones, man, they got like 3 tunes. Not my jam. I don't like them. It's just not my thing. I had sweet tickets to see Taylor Swift one time. Wow. I gave them away to a friend. Hey, you go. You ain't gonna tell. He said, you gonna take your daughters? I said, I ain't telling them. I don't want to sit up here saying it's just my thing.
That's all good. We're not perfect.
One year, Shaq-tacular. Shaq would have this thing at Universal Studios where he'd bring in inner city kids, man, and he'd call up, a bunch of us, hey, come judge and do whatever. So I go out there to help, and there was this show called Love Line that Drew Pinsky had back in the 90s, man. And there was a lady who worked on it. Can't remember her name, but she like the sidekick. And I don't drink coffee, but it's early in the morning. We're standing there together. It's like, boy, why did we agree to do this? Because you had to drive to get to LA. So you had to drive to get there early in the morning. And one thing I hated about LA is the national anthem, because it's LA and all these new groups would perform the national anthem. So you'd be the boxing, forum boxing. They bring in all these no-name acts. Oh, new Geffen recording artists. And, everybody got to do America the Beautiful. Everybody try to make a record doing a national anthem. It's awful. What does Shaq do?
What?
Bring out these 5 little white kids to go sing the national anthem. I'm like, look at these wannabe Backstreet Boys. That's when they was big, Backstreet Boys big. I'm like, man, what is this, man? So they come out there, man. I'm like, and I look at the girl from Love, like, this is about to be awful. Let's see how long we're going to be here. Dude's got all messed up hair, some stuff in his hair, man. Kids go sing. I'm like, they're terrible. What kind of name is this? They ain't gonna never make it. The kids come right to us. I'm like, oh my gosh, did somebody hear me? And they want to get on their show. So they introduce each other, I shake their hands, everything, and they leave. I'm like, trust me, they ain't gonna never make it. Want to be Backstreet Boys.
Bye.
What kind of name is NSYNC? What kind of name is NSYNC?
Hey, this is the thing. Take no musical advice.
And that's it.
That's it.
We
but
now
I
know.
like it. But you know what I like? I like when people out themselves. You know what I'm saying? When I know I'm no good at something, I'm going to out myself. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, hey, don't. Look,
say I ain't got to ask.
I ain't got to ask. Here's my taste. It ain't gonna work.
I went to see Gerald Levert. I'm a big Gerald Levert guy. Went to see Gerald Levert in LA.
Teddy Bear.
And the main person performing was Patti LaBelle. I didn't want to see Patti LaBelle, but I was on a date. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll stick around.
Oh man,
she was good.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's Patti LaBelle.
Kick
her shoes off. When Patty kick her shoes, oh man,
I just wasn't a big Patty person.
She start hitting you with that right there.
Come on, man.
And but by the end, okay.
Yeah.
But I found out she could perform.
Yeah.
Like she could perform. And there's certain people who can't perform. Boyz II Men, if you go see Boyz II Men in person, you will be disappointed. They're not good.
They're coming here in April.
They're not good. Don't go.
I don't know if I trust you. I don't know if I trust you now. In my head, I was like, you know what? I might go see Boyz II Men coming here in April.
I'm just telling you.
But I don't know if I can trust you or not.
On this one, try, because I ended up. Back when I was married, we went to go see him. She was all excited to go see her. I was like, I'm just gonna let you know they're good singers. They're not performers. Yeah. I'm so disappointed. I tried to tell you.
My last concert I went to go see it, and it disappointed. It honestly, it broke my heart. Like I'm telling you, it broke my heart because I was on cloud 30. Anita Baker, big Anita Baker fan, and she was performing in Houston.
Are you Anita Baker? Okay, we good.
Body and Soul, boy. Eternity, I was there.
She was performing in Houston last year, and I was like, sometimes I don't treat myself good enough. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I do for everyone else. I don't really do for me. And I said, you know what, Jess? Do it for you.
Go see this. Yes.
Go get. Man, I got me a nice suite. Got a hotel. Drove down, and she was actually coming to Dallas on that Sunday, but we had the game, and so I wasn't going to be able to. Got me a nice suite, got me a new fit, hair, nails done, everything did. I was ready. And I'm by myself because I was just like
giving you the best that I got.
I was giving her the best that I got. Third row seat, spent good money. One of the worst.
Oh no, man!
Ever remember that whole social media thing? That was like last year.
Yeah. That's how bad.
I was at that show.
How bad it was.
It was terrible. And one of the ladies that was like a concert goer, she was like, "Yeah, I saw her and Babyface in Detroit maybe like 8 months ago." And
she got into it with him.
Yeah, because I know why now. Because Babyface is more of a perfectionist. Hey, we're gonna do sound check at a certain time. But she doing sound check at the show starting. She like, I can't hear him. Turn him up right there. No, yeah, him right here. I can't.
Oh man.
It was. Her already being an hour late, I expect that from concert goers. You're gonna be an hour late. They're gonna be 45 minutes to an hour late. She kicking folks out while she's singing. Then she did the thing where
it sounds like a mess.
It was an absolute mess. We're in the Toyota Center, right, the basketball arena. So live band, the band is rocking. But this is the part I'm like, you didn't think this whole thing through. And someone forgot to tell her that, hey, you know sound travels, right? Like you know what it sounds like up here ain't gonna sound like what it sounds back there. She decides halfway through the show to leave top stage that I done paid row 3 ticket price money for and make a makeshift stage in the middle of the basketball arena so that now the fans in the back feel like they got worth. So now I went from being third row to the back.
Behind her.
But the live band is still here. Yeah. So I'm hearing the live band, but what her words are coming out, it ain't mixing.
Yeah.
I was like, and then she was singing the hits back there. She was singing I'm like, I was so disappointed. I went back to my room and I just sat there, bro, fully closed. And I thought about leaving that night and just driving back home. I was so disappointed.
So disappointed.
Yeah.
So you got to revisit Rolling Stones. You got to revisit U2. I mean, those just. Yeah, I'm
good.
Said by that is hard to believe. That's hard. I mean, you're a man of fine taste.
No,
hey, that's
just,
tough. That's tough, there, boy.
I mean, just think, and I think all of us have somebody. Hey, man, I just don't get them.
No, you're right.
I don't get them. Other people do. You just don't get it. And I know I'm the outlier. Because people love you too. They love Wilson. Just not my jam.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to go see him. Taylor Swift selling how many records? And I'm like, nah, bro,
a gazillion?
No, thank you. But look, I'm also the guy that for years, until he figured it out, I was going to see R. Kelly all the time because I loved R. Kelly, but he could not perform to save he wasn't any good. But I tell you, one of the best performances I've ever seen was Babyface.
I've not heard one person ever in my life say that Babyface was not a good concert.
Babyface in concert. Gerald Levert.
They said Babyface will play 10, 12 instruments. He'll play every instrument in his show.
The part where he's really, really good, Heck, is when he just gets on the piano. I wrote this for Bobby and Whitney. So he'll just start playing all these songs. I wrote this for Madonna. Oh, you did that. I did this for Randy. You ever heard of TLC? Like Mary J. Blige.
That's talent.
Cry. I mean, so you go like, oh, I know his song, but I didn't know he did that, and it's just really good. Prince would do that. I saw Prince here at the American Idol. Wow.
Yeah.
Was that 2010?
I don't know. No, I don't think.
I know he was here.
Well, you know what?
He was here during. Was that because that year we had Super Bowl and All Star here?
He did two concerts that summer. But was just
he was charging $10,000 for. It was $10,000 to get.
All I know.
No, it wasn't.
It was okay.
That was a Chris Arnold thing.
It was.
Hey, don't bring that. That is no. You will not.
I said, Prince, I'm not gonna be at this party, my boy.
No, Chris had like, hey, we got lined up. You want to go? Like, yeah. It was like a price, but I can't do it for that.
Yeah, and I was playing. Money was good. I said, how much? They said, They said your table was like my $10,000 table. We're like 6. You only get 6.
So
I said I couldn't even divide this out how I wanted to.
I do know this. We're gonna clip you guys singing. That's gonna be a highlight for the show. That's just. I'm sorry. Listen, Thank you guys. Y'all figured that. I'm just glad I was here to witness it.
I just know, as a man, as a heterosexual man, sometimes we do things for the opposite sex that we may not necessarily enjoy doing, for the benefits that may come from them. So I'll just say you may not like Sade,
but
if the right red bone, the right snow bunny, if the right dark skin, if the right Latina, if the right whatever it is.
Let me help you out on that, okay? I was married for 19 years to the woman who loved Sade, and every time she came to town, I never went.
Well, that's wild.
I didn't even buy her tickets to go anywhere. Nope, just no. No,
hey,
sorry.
Have you been naughty or nice this year?
What did the bottom say? Whatever.
Have you been naughty or nice this year? Have you been naughty or nice this year?
Whatever.
You've been Newy, so there it is.
I've been Newy. I've been Jesse. Whatever that entails. I'm an acquired taste.
Black Santa still likes me. That's all I would take. Hey, brother, this was good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, man.
Hek'ma Harrison. It's fun.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, bro.
Merry Christmas.
Jazz. It's her birthday. Girl, Jazz. Happy birthday.
25.
Chris Beam. Appreciate you. She's 25.
I know.
She what?
25.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
These children born in the 2000s, man.
I just learned about we were born in the 1900s.
The 1900s.
Someone just told me about the
my child goes the 19s.
The 19s.
The 19s.
I love it.
I just think about my body, like how my body felt at 25. That was
Don't say another word.
Go ahead.
I
was working in LA.
Don't say another word.
No, my body just felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't crickety and riggedy, and you know what I mean? Like, you know how you sat down yesterday? You sat down gingerly yesterday?
Hey,
you sat down, bro. He sat down yesterday. I asked him. I said, bro, you
all
right? You all right? He sat down. He hit one of these. He sat down. He said,
"Stop lying."
I'm lying.
No.
You sat down with the gingerness.
Stop, man. Don't do to people like that. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Goodbye.
Merry Christmas.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!